Alright, well, I'll figure it
But
out later because we're starting now. Let's go.
yep, here we go, folks. Yes, it's like get the docks spawn, and DuctTales. They look like they're closer to the ghost, and there's some funky pickups you can do here. We'll see if they go to try and play it. I don't think they are. No, Luce is going to tree. Okay, so I think we might have a fast engage here. Yeah, Lizard is probably going to meet Luce here. Lizard meets Luce, but backs off. Talibus, meanwhile, gets Deer. Talibus down to 50 HP off that pick. Given that early round momentum here, Lizard getting a second kill here for SLI. And that is a quick round one. Christ. The English language is hard. Definitely not British, folks. So it doesn't really change much. It gets round 1 point on the slider, and it also gets some good motivation going, good morale. But the ghost is in the same place, and nobody has a weapon advantage. Okay, so what is Sly going to do? Lizard is going to push all the way through a tree here. No, he doesn't. He reroutes, goes through bathrooms. He's going to push straight to Crane, finds Deer. He's going to push right through. I think they've been practicing this. They've got to have been, because that was a good, confident push there. Lizard finds the support, does not get much damage on.
Wow.
Dragon goes down to Pyro. Oh, Pyro gets killed by Dragon rather, but yeah, Dragon goes to the engage. Nade is going to go out. Does not find the target. Grenade from Loose. Oof. Ghost here. That could be a cap, right? If you're Lizard, you just cap. But no, Loose knows where Lizard is. Loose gets a pick on Dragon here. Very important pick there. Lizard is also weak. But Lizard takes the ZRS, drops the Ghost. They know where Loose is. They don't need the Ghost. But Lizard is going to run right into Loose. Not expecting the reposition. We know that Loose repositions all the time. If you see Loose and you shoot at him, he's going to reposition even if he doesn't shoot back. We know this. Meanwhile, Talibus, a little bit looking for Loose, a little bit lost. But so Loose, the same for Talibus. I'm liking this routing though from Loose. If Talibus is not careful, Loose can find him. Ring around the Rosies are well and truly engaged here. Ring around the Rosies, folks, as we have 10 seconds left. To round 2 tie.
I think it's going to be a tie.
It's looking like. Yeah. Okay. However, Corporal for Lizard. Does Lizard go MX support? Come on, Lizard. I know you want to. He doesn't. He just goes for the GT like a Chad. Okay. Might actually be better for him this time. Seeing a super for Pyro. Does not trade it. Ghost is in tanks. Tank warehouse. Dragon pushed forwards. Deer spots someone, doesn't land any shots. Dragon is called out here. So is Loose. Talibus trading shots. Loose is not winning these trades. Needs to back off. Gets pushed out by Lizard here. Lizard gets Pyro, gets a super pickup as well. Lizard could easily convert this into a double kill if he finds Loose. Yeah, Loose backing off into a defensive position here in their spawn. Now, does Loose go for the rat strat? Loose goes for the rat strat. This is a soup. No. No. He's supposed to stay on top of the van. You stay on top of the van, you don't expose yourself. And he pays dearly. Speaking of dearly, here's Deer. Gonna get capped on potentially. Okay. So, round 2, round 3 rather. goes to SLI. And yeah, they're feeling it now. Double corporal here. Does Dragon switch? Nope, Dragon doesn't switch. Does Lizard switch? Nope, Lizard doesn't switch. Same lineup. Yeah, so Dia has Ghost control here, as Ghost is once again in tank warehouse. Finds Dragon, doesn't get any shots, but Dragon's rerouting. This is a smart reroute. Nobody's here. Nobody's here, and Pyro's taking shots. Pyro's taking a lot of shots here, but Lizard down to 15 HP for it. Dragon gets a flank here on Dia. Okay, Dragon and Lizard both low. Loose out in the open, somehow wins that trade because he's a support. No wonder. Vent break. You hear the vent break. Pyro, you know that there. Ned? Nope. Doesn't throw it. Pyro pinces Ned. Doesn't find the target. I think Dragon can just push it. Beep beep. Beep beep. You know where he is? He's a man with a super. He's a dead man.
It's looking very different from the first map.
Yep. A lot more confident here from SLI. The positioning and the pushes shows that they really are a lot more practiced on this map, I would say. I think DuctTales have played this map.
They've definitely had it.
Yes, they have. Yeah, I've scrimmed them again. Against them on this. You gotta have the knowledge, but I think that just the team play here from Lizard and Lizard and Core is just proving to be better. They do have a midpoint Ghost here on the barricade, which they have control of now. Meanwhile, DuctTales taking some cornered angles here. Saying cornered because they're not really controlling the Ghost as such. Although Talibus pushing up here through tank warehouse. Pyro sitting back here in bathrooms. Dia watching bridge with Dragon. Lots of shots. Gets pushed. Loose with the confidence. Loose. Pyro gets Lizard. Pyro's low though, Loose is half HP. Talibus has an MX, that's all he needs. Talibus, what are you doing? Where are you going, son? You're giving yourself away, they can hear your footsteps. I saw that cloak. They're gonna cap on you if you're not careful. But you are. Oh no! Turned away. Took the eye off the ball. Gets capped on. That gets a point on the board for DuctTales. Much needed point as well. Because it gets Pyro to Corporal. Wait a minute. Oh, this is using the altered XP. Yep. This is capped XP. That didn't give Dia the Corporal. That's really bad, actually. That makes early round caps pretty useless.
But
actually,
the rest of the team got points as well.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, the rest of the team always gets points, right?
Not 3 points.
That's just a hard nerve to Ghost player. It's unfortunate here as Dia gets. Dia doesn't need Corporal. Dia has an MX. Weapon trade's a whore. Lizard pushing through their spawn here into Dia. Once again, MX advantage. Can Dia get a triple kill? Dia gets a pick up. Gets picked off by Pyro. 3-2. Now, box at range and with headshots, ZRC is better. Weapon trade? Yeah, weapon trade once again, MX. On to the recon for DuctTales. Weapon trades for SLI, there are none. Instead we just have MX on Talibus, ZRS. On support, we're seeing some attempted weapon pen. We don't see any damage. Deer here with a long routing, looking for a pick. Might find Talibus. Might find Dragon even. Surely they can hear Dragon. Loose out of position. Nailed. Oof. And meanwhile, Deer uses the distraction to convert that into a double kill, but Dragon breaks. Oof. Yeah, 3-3. Momentum is back in DuctTales' favour, even though it may be even. Let's get Sergeant for Deer, Sergeant for Dragon, Sergeant for Lizard. Did we see another weapon swap? There it is, yep. MX again. Onto the recon. I don't like this weapon thread. The recon is way out of position, it's going to affect your timing quite a bit.
It's better than throwing the SRS in the water. Up in there.
Yeah. But yeah, Deer recognises it and sticks with the ZRC. That's good. I like this position here from Deer sitting on top of the red container. Meanwhile, Dragon is pushing up. Dragon's consistently been pushing this bridge, and it's really good. Talibus nade out. It's a smoke, not a nade, Lamal. Loose is there, so Loose should be neutralised if it's a good position on the smoke. Dragon is walking out into the open right now. Loose hears them. Deer should get the call out. Deer should not reposition. Dragon with a wallbang. Yes! Finds Pyro. Deer looking for the retrade, but well, weapon penetration not in their favour. Counter nade. Forces Deer to push. Oof, 3 HP. Oof. 2v1 here, but MX has support, full HP, and an MX. It's all they need. But that's an MX as well on Deer. Talibus gets caught out of position here. Deer gets the information, Loose goes for the execute. Wallbang. Doesn't find the target. The damage being peppered out here. Talibus dropped down to 3 HP. It does not find the target. Headshot on Deer, but counter headshot because Talibus held the angle for free. Being double sergeant for both teams here. Double MX, ZRC. But we're seeing the weapon trade onto Deer. The weapon trades onto Deer has been quite valuable. Until Deer just gets picked like that. Pyro evens it out, but Pyro's very weak. Pyro's out of position. Pyro's out of position. Loose. Back in the wall. Dragon M taking shots. Talibus taking shots. Talibus very, very weak here. Talibus could easily get Pyro. Just gotta be careful because Loose is watching those stairs. Smoke? That's an aid. Ooh, I'm bad with the calls here. So we're seeing smoke left on either side, I believe. Loose has angle. Elects to go for it. There goes the smoke. Pyro still has one more smoke left. Dragon gets information, but takes a lot of damage for it. Also has the support. Watching that angle. Pyro with the patience. Pyro with the patience gets Talibus. This could be even out. This could even out if time runs out here. Ghost is in DuctTales' hands if they pick it. But Dragon's watching.
Yeah.
That's a smoke. Okay. Dragon, do you know how to wallbang this? You can do it.
You can wallbang this?
Yeah. If Pyro steps out onto these stairs right now, It's listening for the material change on the footsteps. You can triangulate where they are, but instead Dragon just goes for the flank. Kyler doesn't need the Kyler as a teammate.
Exactly. Looking pretty good for DuctTales. DuctTales. Woo.
There it is. There it is. So triple sergeant here for DuctTales and 5-3 as well. SLI need to rethink. And I think rethink they are. Start weapon trade? Yes, it is. Lizard, where are you going? You going tanks? With an MX. Okay, sits on top of tanks. Yeah, you saw that jump there? Yeah. This jump here. Look at this info. Look at the info gathering that Lizard has right now. And then you convert it into this balcony. Yes, this is a good routing. Gets a pick for it as well. Very good routing. I've seen Lily do it. Lily must have taught Lizard or other way around, I don't know. Pyro's very weak here. Pyro only has a cannon. But Kyler's all you need. Second smoke. Ned. Doesn't find target. Lizard pushing through. They have ghost control. They're pushing into their half of the map. They're electing not to pick up. They're going for the kills. And we have a combine gets down. Loose Ned. Oh, that was fucking beautiful. Yes. that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't push the same chalk as your teammates on 3v3. That was good. Six 3. And now, if you're DuctTales, you just think you're sat there patting Loose on the back and thinking, yeah, Loose, all you need to do is survive late round and you can clutch. Yeah. Lizard gets the first pick. Lizard's doing good at this. Dragon getting Dia, it's down to Loose. They're in a similar position. I'm noticing they're using the same positions over and over again. But it's fine, because they're getting kills for it. I mean, if you push one by one into an assault with an MX, what do you expect? ZRC? ZRC is okay here because Loose is 35 HP. Where's the Ghost? Ghost is fenced by a tree, yeah. So Talibus is in a good position to control this. But if Loose stayed where they were, they could have wallbanged that potentially. I don't know if they can wallbang that gate, actually. Okay, so we've switched positions now. Ring around the rosies once again in effect. But I think Loose can get an angle right here. Right here. Yeah. What was that? Yeah, Loose is gonna get Talibus right now. Ooh. Doesn't quite get it. Wait, Talibus? You can't? Nah, wall bang from Loose. 7-3. Match point, here we go. Loose is carrying.
Big boy Loose.
Yeah, Loose is very much zeroed in the positioning of SLI, but the thing is, Loose is repeating the same spots each round, I've noticed. And SLI recognise that they can counter it quite well with a nade, just they're not getting it. Gets that first pick. Click, click. Goes the magazine. Talibus 9 HP. This is not looking good.
That was a lot of body damage.
Yeah, Loose getting the pick there as well. It's down to Lizard. Lizard get to pick, but gives away their position. Goes for the reroute.
Lizard is
Pyro knows where they are.
I jinxed it. And that's GG.
Yeah. GD, good performance there from DuctTales. Very much came back there on the third map. Loose is a beast.
As always.
Yeah. Like I said, Loose has improved by quite a bit since the last tournaments. And we're seeing it right now. GG. Well played.